folks, Redneck Vapor here. Got a video for you today. I'm going to be talking about the SMOK Ace. This is a APV or Advanced Personal Vaporizer. It's variable voltage, variable wattage. You can check your ohms. You can check how much battery power is left in it. It's an 18650 mod. So let's go into Zoom Diggity mode and we'll take a closer look at this thing. Alright, here we are in Zoom Diggity mode. We're going to take a closer look here at the SMOK Ace and the unboxing of what you get in the box there. And comes in a box, looks like this. I've already got it partially opened. It's a SMOK 18650 on it. Not much detail there. Pull the lid off. You got your device, and I pulled this thing out of the box, pulled this out, pulled the bottom out like I always do, and I got a silica packet. No instructions whatsoever, folks. SMOK, that wasn't all that great, especially for a beginner, to not have any instructions in the box. Luckily, I somewhat know how to operate these systems a little bit. So, here's what it looks like. Nice and shiny. I, of course, got the stainless steel version. And I'll go ahead and break it down into its pieces for you. Of course, I already have a battery in it, so you need the battery. There's the connection on the bottom. There's the head unit. This top part right here, on the one that I have, this particular one that I have in my hands right now, folks, this top part will not come off of it. I have seen other ones that say that it does come off, but I've done took a towel and a pair of pliers and everything, and it will not come off. Inside you got your standard 510 connection, and this one also has Ego cone threading, so that was a plus for me, since I like to use EVODs all the time. It's like my favorite tank to use. On the front it's kind of got that nice little dorky face look there with the buttons. Got the two eyes and the nose. Does anybody else see that? I see that. When I look at this, it's just like, whoo. Anyway, so it's a blacked out screen there. And you got your tube. There's the bottom. Cap's got a pretty good spring in there. It's good and tough. Nice and springy, you know, like springs are supposed to be. Now, I've heard, I don't take my word on this, but I've heard that the replacement tubes for the SMOK SID will work with this device. So if you want to get 18350 tube or an 18490 500 tube to extend your, or to not actually extend it, but to shorten the life of your device, I guess. That's a way to put it. Everybody wants to say extend the life, but if you want to shorten the life of your device and get a smaller tube, so be it. And that goes back on there like that right there. If I can get the bottom in there. Saw the little SMOK logo came up on the screen when I got the battery connected. Now to me, this device right here is probably the simplest one I've seen come from SMOK. As far as it's a 3-click on, you get the nice little scroll power on, and of course you push the button, you fire it. Now if we look here, the minus button, you hold it down, it gives you your ohm reading. You hold down the plus, it gives you the life of the battery. You hold them both down. Oh, I didn't get both of them held down. Hold on. You hold them both down, and it changes from wattage to voltage or voltage to wattage, vice versa. And just you hit the plus and minus to do it up and down. Simple as that. Pretty easy in my book, folks. That's one reason I like this device, is because it's so easy. Now, as far as the look of the device, I like it. I mean, it's pretty good looking piece. The only thing I got against the look of it is this wonky looking daggum button right here. You see that? That bullseye, whatever they put there in the middle of it, that's all off center, and if you turn it, it gets even worse. So it does move. It's got a nice clicky button for you folks that's got them button fetishes out there. So it's got clicky buttons. That may be a one-up for some of y'all out there. To me, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, there's that. I'm going to do a size comparison for you. Of course, this is an 18650 size APV here. I've got a ZMAX Mini right here, which holds an 18350. As you can see, the Ace is quite a bit longer, but that's how much longer it is. So if you want a longer one, then say the ZMAX Mini, then go with that. So there. Now with this having that universal connection pretty much with 510 and the Ego Cone threading, it's got that nice well in there. I can use my EVODs on here. Unlike with the ZMAX Mini, I got to use an adapter. I don't like to have to put that damn adapter on there. It's just a pain in the A. So, yep, that goes in there nicely. Makes connection. No problem there with an EVOD. Let's try something different here. Let's see. Like the Kanger T3S. Looky there. Finally, I found one that actually fit in there. So the Kanger T3S's fit in there just fine. Let me see if it'll do an onload on it. Am I missing it? Or did I turn it off? Oh, I gotta turn it back on. Don't you love it when you goof up on camera? It's some funny stuff right there. Yep, 2.8, it's making connection. Well, we're good on the T3S. What else do I got here? A Mini Pro Tank 2. Fits right in there. Hell, in my opinion, that looks pretty daggum good right there. Anyway, about some of these other ones, I mentioned it does have these grooves cut in the top cap there to let air into the ones that you might want to flush mount, like say a Vivi Nova tank. Nice flush look there, but yet it'll still get the air it needs to feed that airflow. A Pro Tank 2. Get that in there. Yep. So it's got a pretty universal adapter connection on here, in my opinion. So that's that. There's my look and take on the Zoom Diggity mode of the SMOK Ace. Now that y'all gotten a closer look at this beast, folks, I'll tell you something. I'm pretty impressed with it. If you don't mind having something that size, me personally, I got it because I wanted something that would hold an 18650 to give me the battery life to where I wouldn't happen to carry so many batteries with me. That little ZMAX Mini I got, I carry one battery, one 18350 in it, and I carry 2 extras with me when I leave the house when I use this device. With this, with the Ace here, one 18650 can last me the majority of the day. I may have to change it one time, but the majority of the day I usually don't have to worry about having an extra battery with me, so that's good in my book. Another thing about the look of this thing, if most of you folks out there, if you got Vamos or you like the Vamo, I mean, to me, this right here is looks like a Sid and a Vamo had a wild, drunk, crazy night together, and this is what came out of it. I mean, that's just the way it looks, but all in all, I would recommend this to anybody that wants to start out with an APV or a mod with regulated variable voltage, variable wattage. Just since I've been using it, I've noticed it seems to do. It probably got the same chipset as the Z-Max does, but it doesn't have all that complicated menu system you have to go through. So this is a simple device to start with. So I can't really fault it in any way, except for this dorky looking button. That right there bothers me. That thing's not centered. It ain't straight. It's just goofy looking. I may try and take a little piece of sandpaper or something, try to sand that little laser edge off there or something. It just looks goofy to me. But what else I got to say about this thing? As y'all could see, folks, during the Zoom Diggity mode there, I noticed there was no instruction manual in the box. I don't know what SMOK's deal is with that. Maybe they got tired of everybody else that reviewed their products making fun of their misuse of English grammar. In my opinion, SMOK, you still need to put a book in there whether they're going to make fun of it or not. Because I don't know if that's what's an example of a Chinese hissy fits, is just you ain't going to put a book in there at all. But the beginners out there, even if they can't, they pick up a grammar flaw here and there, it's still a book to show them how to do some of the things in there. So it's better than nothing. There's my opinion on that, folks. So take it as you will. Y'all enjoyed it? And as always, this is Redneck Vapor. Y'all keep on vaping, and I'll see you next time. You ever notice when you do this right here, the camera shakes? It shakes. It's like it's that anti-shake thing, but if I move my head, it makes it look like I'm having an earthquake going on here.